adding real numbers is the same rules as for adding integers. Basically, we have two different situations to consider. If they have the same sign when we add two numbers together, what happens? That is, if we look at an integer as an example, if we add 5 to 3, we'll get positive 8. If we add negative 5 and negative 3, we'll get negative 8. So when you're adding same sign numbers, you want to consider just add the absolute value and use the sign of the number. Use the sign of both numbers, since they're both the same. Now this add the absolute value assures us that here we would say the absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. The absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. 5 plus 3 is 8, but then the signs of the two numbers are negative. If the two numbers have different signs, say for example, positive 5 plus negative 3, then what we have to do is consider their absolute values and consider which absolute value is larger. Okay. The sign is the larger absolute value. So in this case, absolute value of 5 is 5. Absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. 5 has the larger absolute value, so the answer to this problem must have a positive sign. And then you subtract as you would if you were doing whole numbers. So you subtract their absolute values. In this case, that means it would be 5 minus 3 is 2. So, like signs retain their sign. Different signs retain the sign of the number who's larger in absolute value.